Hello. We've got it back. Bang. Third. It's come back to life. Honestly. Low earth. It's got white pepper. White pepper, not black. This is more white pepper, this one now. Low earth. Smooth delivery. Dash of leather. The retro gives that, it just gives that dash, that little sprinkle. You know when you have a peppermint, literally like one twist. What did you see in my blog? A little pepper, little spice, just a little. Just giving a little faint taste in retro. So, quick cleanser on your palate with some water. Right. So welcome to episode 2, part 3, or C. And we're gonna go straight into it. Taboo subjects. Now, we're gonna talk about 2 of the biggest gripes I have in the cigar industry. Wait for it. That earth is coming very smooth now. Very smooth, a little like a dash of sweetness on it when it's smooth and coming off. It's not quite licorice, but it's got more of a star anise. You know, that anise has that kind of little bit of a taste. It's not quite sweet, but it's got that little bit of a taste that comes with the earth mineral. It comes off my top lip. Right, just literally flicks off my top lip, as I'm usually comes off my bottom if I get the jaws, but this one just feel it off my top lip. You've got big lips. You can taste a lot more things. So, we're gonna go through now some flavour profiles, and you can't see on the camera, but I've brought an assortment of things that you may or may not get in cigars. And firstly, I wrote down, nice trusty notebook, I wrote down some flavours that I've seen reviewers, experts of the industry come up with. And we're going to have a good laugh about these now. Because some of them I just can't seem to comprehend. I mean, I don't think I've got a bad palate. I think I've got a decent good palate. And I've read some of these things, or I've seen videos of some of these things, and I've got the same cigar. Where are they getting that from? Now I know, yes, I know batches and whatnot, and I don't know if you know, I'm not trying to say that they get the best batch of something and X, Y, Z and blah blah blah, but there is just certain things that are just like, we know you have a reputation, we know you're trying to keep your name in the game, but just be real with the people. Be real with the people. That's all we ask. I mean, for those that just need the massage ego in of knowing there's this strawberry flavour in there, then let them know it's a strawberry flavour. So I'm going to roll off a list now of some of the most ridiculous flavour profiles I've seen people come up with. So, see that, I'm just going a bit tight again. There you go, look at that plethora of smoke. Look at that, absolute plethora. I'm going to have to really puff out this. I'm not going to rod it. So, black olive. Now that's an interesting one. Now I'm not really one for fruit, I'll have to admit. However, I have had fruit before and I have tasted fruit. I'm more of a vegetable man. But black olive is a very distinct taste, and never really had it. Never really had it in terms of cigars. I never really got that flavour profile. I know what it tastes like. I know what that is like. It's a very distinct flavour. So if you talk about black olive, it's a bit of a strange one. Green grapes, similar profile. Now green grapes is very sweet, and it has a different type of sweetness taste on it. Personally, I've never ever come across green grape. I've never even seen anyone within my community that's come across green grape, and there's people that they have some palates, right? Things they eat and stuff. They're the type of people that I would expect them to say some of these wacky things. Not in a rude way, guys, but just like because of the stuff they eat, you kind of maybe think they might come out. And no one comes out with this stuff, right? So yeah, now we're gonna come to some ridiculous ones. This one's gonna make you laugh. I'm not naming names. Yeah. Mashed potato. That was identified, and that's just because, like I said, I don't want this to keep going on me, as a flavour profile. Mashed potato. I have to say the construction of this one's been a bit poor. It just hasn't. It's always been that side. It's just not correcting the burn on that side for some reason. I always do circle with this because it's a bit easy to do with this than some of the lighters. Yeah, it's good. It's quite tight, this one. Quite tight. I'm not going to rod it. Mashed potato. Now, if someone said to me, oh, the cigar was given a creamy effect like a mashed potato. Okay, you're using a metaphor here. That's fine. You're saying that the mashed potato you have, you like that creamy, milky, soft, succulent, like that buttery taste. You get that creamy, buttery taste. That delivery. It's not a taste, it's a delivery. It gives you that buttery, creamy delivery of cigars. Now that I can understand. That I can say, okay, I get that one. But when you're telling me mashed potato as an actual taste profile, I'm getting mashed potato. Alright, my friend. Candied sour apple. That is a very distinct flavour profile. A candied sour apple. Now, these flavour profiles are from people all over the world, yeah? So I'm not singling out someone that's just from over the pond states, or the other side in Micronesia, or etc., or Asia Pacific, just UK. This is all over the world. I'm picking some of these audacious flavours that they're coming out with. Candied sour apple is a very distinct taste. For you to get that in a cigar, really? I mean, surely you have to be eating mashed potatoes beforehand, or recently, and candied sour apple. You have to be eating that to get this flavour, because like how a cigar comes up with that. Eucalyptus. That was a new one I came across. Eucalyptus. Wow. Now, as a boxer, I've got a broken nose. It's weird this. I can't really smell anything, but when it comes to cigars, for some reason, the areas I can perfectly retrohale. Perfectly. Which is the reason why I started doing retrohales, because you've got more receptors in your nose than you do in your mouth. So you can pick up a load more things. If you're not doing retrohale, guys, come on, brave it. Just get a mild cigar at least. It's going to be a bit more flavourful, probably. Retrohale, just retrohale a little bit, it's not that hard. This is retrohale, super smooth, just a bit of eucalyptus. Now I use eucalyptus, like I said, at night to sleep, because I've got broken nose. It's a bit hard for me to get oxygen in. So sometimes the only way for me to breathe through my nose. So I use eucalyptus in a diffuser, blow around the air so I can smell it. It helps me to breathe out and open and unclog my airways. Now for you to get that in a cigar, my friend, if you're getting eucalyptus in your cigars, you might want to throw that cigar away. That is not a good taste. Eucalyptus that's a very strange taste profile if you're getting in that. That's almost ammonia, basically. There we go, the next ridiculous one. So there was a review. Got a little acclaim for this one. Barn dust. Yes, and barn dust. And sawdust. Wow. As a taste profile, not aroma. Barnyard. You get that. Every cigar pretty much has barnyard taste on your foot. That's a good 80%, solid 80%. But barn dust is your tongue licking off the barn. And sawdust as a taste profile. Wow. There we go. Another off the conveyor belt. Potato chips. And what was this other one? Chive potato chips. Don't know where they go with these guys. I don't know where they're going with these, but that's what they're saying. That's what they're proclaiming is in tobacco leaves. Mustard. Now I love mustard. Whole grain. Mustard's a very distinct profile. Quite hard to see that one in the cigar. Very hard to see that one in the cigar. Now this one. I think this one's probably the worst of all time. Right? Honestly, I think it's the worst of all time. Of course the water just drops in my face. Suntan lotion. You heard it right. I've got it there. If it will pick it up. Don't mind my writing in biro. I just hate biro because I can't write it properly. Suntan lotion as a flavour profile. Wow. I can't even seem to comprehend or fathom where, how can that possibly, it doesn't even come under as a mineral, from an earthy flavour point. Where do you get that flavour? Suntan lotion, guys. Like I said, I'm not calling out names. I'm going to take the band off this actually. The good thing about Paulo Ganaga, usually you can just roll them off. Just give me a kick for those. Pasta. Now I get wheat and grains. I get that one. And pasta is wheat and grains and flour and whatnot. But as a flavour profile, nah. Not digging that one. Soda drinks. Cola and lemonade. Now, I've only ever really, hand on heart honestly, and I've said it in blogs, only ever once had citrus, like real citrus zest of a lemon nature. And that came from a cigar that I really like, which it's quite hard for me to get. So if you've got some, ship some over to me, guys. In fact, it's the only one at the moment of the Arturo Fuente profile lineup, that I like. With the Magnum Rosado Sungrown 52. And I remember lighting up. I was like, oh, that's got a citrus element to it. Different. I was with someone, and this person has a really good palate. No cigars, but they have a really good palate. So I was like, oh, sometimes, I'm not someone that really shares cigars with people know that, but you have someone really, really close to you. You can let them have a taste. So I just gave it to them. I was like, oh, what did you get from this? I didn't give them any hints. I was like, oh, what did you get from this? When they came back to me, like, oh yeah, it's got like a like a citrus element, like zest element. Now I was before that, I didn't ever get that ever in any cigar. Any cigar. I wasn't buying this whole citrus element. People saying, I get orange peel. Yeah, I get that. But I'm talking about like actual lemon citrus. I didn't ever get that in any New World or Cuban. Didn't come to me. No, I didn't get that. I wasn't eating lemons or anything before that. None of that. And like I said, I wasn't the only one. So someone that I was in the realm with had it, was like, oh yeah, I can taste the citrus. No hints from me. So I get that. But lemonade, bit far-fetched. There's another one. A sensation of petroleum. Now when I think of that, all I can think of is being at the petrol station. That sensation of petroleum. As a flavour profile, sensation of petroleum. Don't know where these guys are going, guys, but these are well-known people in history. Well-known people in history that are putting these down as flavour profiles, telling you they are in tobacco leaves. Kiwi. Very strong profile. Kiwi. I'm sorry, it's non-existent. You're not getting that. I don't care who says what X, Y, Z. You're not getting that. Cut that one out. Paper. I'm not buying it, but bland cigars, yeah. Padron 2000. You'll see my blog. I don't get it, but alright. It's a bland cigar. Getting that. The thing is, they just said paper. And if they said brown paper bag feel, I would have been like, okay. But they just said paper. As in, like, when I hear paper, I just think of this. I don't think of brown paper bag. So, could have been a bit specific on that one. And another one. Sweet pineapple and grapefruit. That's a very strong taste, guys. I'm from the West Indies. I'm from the West Indies. Red skin. So I come out a little bit lighter. But as a black man, and eating tropical fruits, sweet pineapple and grapefruit. That's our home fruits and vegetables. Gonna lie, because I've talked. No, I'm sorry, you're not getting that. You're not getting that. Sweet pineapple. Nah. You're clearly drinking a beverage that has some pineapple, or you're eating something which has that taste, because you're just not getting that. You're not getting that. I'm not buying it at all. Now, like I said, some of you guys need to put the flame up a little bit. You need to really call these people out on their flavour profiles. You need to call them out, because some of them, I know they want to get they got popular, giving some normal reviews, and then they need to keep that buzz going. They need to get that electricity flowing. So they have to come up with these wacky ideas and wacky flavour profiles in order to keep relevant in the game, keep in the business. Unfortunately, you're just never going to get that from me. I am not going to bullshit you any way, left or right. It ain't going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So if you like that, you're going to love this channel, because you're not going to get them. Unless I genuinely, hand on heart, can say I taste that is coming out, that ain't coming out in any review. Believe me. So we're going to have a little game. And what we're going to do, it's probably going to go live because while we do this, but let's have a little update to PLPZ. Took a big puff there. Pepper, just pepper and earth, white and black pepper, earth, boom, big kick. Dash of leather, but no, earth in this is the prominent flavour profile. It's got that kind of mineral taste, like I Actually, I might have something for you. I'll show you. Actually, I can give. Now this is a mizwak. Yeah. This originally is an African thing. As you see, it's got Arabic right in it because the got Muslims use this. You see at the bottom. See if the camera will focus on it. Mizwak. So you get two different types of mizwak. Now this is used usually in Middle East, Africa, and it's used during Ramadan. During Ramadan, you obviously you're fasting. You can't you refrain from eating and drinking and all types of other things that is considered haram. So a lot of people, what they usually do when they brush their teeth, because they don't want water to touch the mouth ends, you know, it's a traditional thing, but it depends how strict you are. They use these. It's called a mizwak, and basically it's a bit of tree bark. Oh, this one looks a bit old actually. It's still fresh in the back. It's not open, but it looks a bit old. Getting a bit old. And what you do is cut off, like with a knife, trim the mizwak, and you brush your teeth. And this one's lime flavour, so it'll come up. Lime flavour. This one's quite a long one actually. And you have best before dates. Yeah, it's alright. And what normally happens is you get a natural, not chemical, but natural. I don't say ingredients, but it had natural produce that comes out from the tree bark. Obviously, the minerals, natural minerals that come in it, and that sort of helps to clean your teeth. It's actually now a proven thing now in the dentistry industry. That they're actually trying to now. Actually, it's funny this came from Africa, of course, but the Western world now seeing it. They're actually now trying to introduce these into the dentistry world in getting people to use it because it helps with cleaning your teeth, actually purely cleaning your teeth and getting rid of any plaque and all these acids and such that you have in your teeth. So this is actually a great way to clean your teeth. The only issue with these is they can at times cause separation between your teeth. It can be known for people to have separation within their teeth when they use these, but it's natural ingredients and minerals that come from these mizwaks. And sometimes I do kind of get a little bit of that flavour taste that you can get from this, that kind of tree bark and bit of mineral taste that you can get from this, but it's not like overly prominent. It's just you can get it at times. But what we're going to do, let the cigar sit, is we're going to go through an assortment of flavours that we've got, of different spices and herbs and stuff that you could encounter in cigars that I think are pretty much prevalent in cigars. I'm not saying every single one of here that I'm going to show is 100% in every cigar or in cigars. It's not, but I'm going to go through them and tell you of ones that you can get. Probably need a little bit more water than that, but we'll go. So the first one. Now I'm not just saying this distinctive one, but we're just going to go coffee. And this one is Peruvian coffee, and it's from Machu Picchu. And this one is like one of the main profiles you'll get with a lot of cigars. I don't think anyone can say they don't get coffee or some type of it depends what type of thing it is, because you can get just coffee note, you can get an espresso bean. Now I wouldn't really say milky coffee, but you can get, if you're into your coffee, and this is the thing, now if you're into your coffee, you'll kind of know a little bit more about coffee, because it grows a similar growth in the way that a cigar is naturally produced and grown. You'll get the flavour profiles. You'll know the distinct difference between like a coffee bean and espresso, and then an espresso note or a coffee bean note, or just like a coffee, just straight coffee. So you'll get that. Black pepper, guys, prevalent in pretty much every cigar that there is, and that's just because of the way leaves are, the way they're grown, the soil that it's come from. This spice, we'll start with the spices first. Everyone gets it. This one, 100%, you'll get black pepper. No, smell this as well. Let's have a smell. Yeah. Oh, beef kick off now. Yep. That's definitely a profile you'll get in the PLPC. Now, white pepper, ground white pepper. This is different taste, different smell. The white pepper really has a prevalent smell. You can't mix white pepper with the black pepper in terms of taste profiles. You will know when it's white pepper taste. It just has a different, very distinctive smell and taste. I'm not going to taste that. Black peppercorns. Now you might think, oh, we just have black pepper, but black peppercorns, you can smell it. It's similar to the ground pepper. It's very rich, very rich. This, and it's kind of a different profile actually. When I think about it, it's because of when it's ground, it's done to small granules, but the black peppercorn as a whole, yeah, you can get that. Although the people just say it's black pepper, but I might actually start distinctly noting which one is which, because you can get that. Now you can get this one, rainbow peppercorns. So I don't know if you see some black, white and red. Just going to focus. And yep, can't really see the clock on that. Can't really open this one. It's a bit different. Some more little pepper, little spice. You'll have to check that one really to see. Now we're going to come in some other flavours. Start anise. I don't actually have. I have somewhere. I have, but I can't seem to find it. In my I've got an assortment of spices in my. Takes like 2 shelves. But star anise, 100%. You can get that. You can taste it. If you can't taste it, just have a smell of it. Have a tiny little nibble of it. Put it in some tea or something. You will taste it. This, I'm just going to focus, is a clove. This is super strong. Now, can you get this in every cigar? No. 100% no. It's a very distinct, strong smell, strong flavour. You can't get that in every cigar. No. Cardamom. Smell this one. That pepper's kind of burnt my nostril a little bit. Can't really smell this one strong, but when you open cardamom packet or the little sort of container, it's very prevalent. I wouldn't necessarily say you can get that in cigars. No, I don't. I think maybe once or twice I've had it. Once or twice I've had like giving a little flavour note. It's not been over powerful, but it's around. It's around. Yeah. Not really. Now this, I think, why is it in a packet? It's sumac. Now, I would have never said this is actually in a cigar, if I'm honest. I would have not ever. But when I was gathering everything, I had a little taste, and I'm gonna get my thumb in. It's strange, but I can taste this in cigars. I didn't necessarily think you could get in a cigar, but you can get this. It's not overly prevalent. Another little mix to be sure. You can definitely get this in a cigar. It's a very unique flavour. It's quite similar with the earthy actually, and with the clove, cardamom, that kind of spice orient, that kind of profile. I'd actually personally say you can get this in, not every cigar. quite a distinct flavour note. If you're familiar with sumac, Arabic spice, from Maghrebi spice, you can get that. Yeah. Chili. This is ground chili, and I've actually got some. I forgot to grab it. I've actually got green chili and I've got red finger chilies. I'm not gonna go grab it, but yes, you can get those in. I'm not gonna take a little spoon. Yeah, you can get that. You can get that in a cigar. And this one is quite a strong, powerful chili. Use a lot of Asian cooking. I do a lot of Asian cooking as well, West Indian, so obviously I'm quite Asian, so yeah, you can 100%, you can get this. Now this has garlic, but it's not garlic. This is paprika, and if I'm not wrong, this is Moroccan paprika. Yeah. Nose, just a little dip. It's not like fizzling on my tongue for me to know, but like when you put this on food, you taste it. It's one of those things. Put this on pasta, put this on meat, chicken. Paprika is definitely. I'm definitely. Again, some of these spices, if you use it, you can distinguish the difference because this is different to this. See what flavors? Cayenne pepper, very different. Not the same. Not the same. Now you do get in paprika. If you haven't got pure paprika, this is pure paprika. You do get some paprika that's mixed with cayenne pepper and a little bit of chili. They just mix it because obviously pure. It's a lot easier to produce mixes. I feel like I want to sneeze. It's a very different profile. You can if you use your spices, you'll be able to notice the difference between cayenne pepper and paprika. And a lot of cigars I've had, the pepper taste in it has come from cayenne and not from black pepper or white pepper. So definitely get familiar with it. Ground allspice. Now this one I'm not too sure, so we're gonna have a look. Check. Not to sneeze. It's not gonna come. There we go. It's all the spices. Oh, this is very strong. I reckon I could say. Yes, I reckon you can get this actually. I don't necessarily use it all the time, so it's not. Jeez, it's a sneeze fest right now. It's not overly common flavour, but yes, smelling it, yeah, I'm not gonna taste it because I can just tell by the smell. You can get this. You can get this again. You can now. What does it say on there? If you look closely, if it'll focus. I don't know if you can pick that up. It says earthly and subtly sweet, and oh, it's 100% in it. Ground allspice, pimento berries. That's where it comes from. That's what it is. So this definitely can come with that earthy note. Yeah. So this. Remember when I was saying to you about I was getting that bit of a floral element at the beginning of the PLPC? Now I smell this. Yeah. The allspice. It was more of an allspice that was coming through as that other kind of floral. Ground cinnamon. Can get this. Now I find with cinnamon, I get a lot with when I smell the wrapper of a cigar. That can come as a very prevalent aroma. Zera. We call this zera. You guys call this cumin. This is cumin seeds. I always have ground. I haven't got it out with me now. It's actually my favourite spices. Nah, it's got like a curry flavour note. It's quite sweet. I wouldn't say you would get this in cigars though, if I'm honest. So if someone says they get it, maybe it's just them. I personally don't think you can get that in there. And this one, haldi. Now you guys know this as, what is the Western modern says? Turmeric. I don't know it's turmeric, I know it's haldi. And this is a very distinct flavour profile, right? And you could get this, yeah, but it would come as an earthy mineral taste. So it would come as earthy mineral. Yeah, this gives earthy. This gives it quite an earthy smell. Aroma. It's got this from that family. So I'd say yeah, you could get this, but again, if you're not common to this, you won't pick it up. That's hardly. I mean, I usually just say it's earth unless I specifically know what earth it is. But now smelling it, yeah, you can pick that one up. So now I'm going to go a bit more to a bit more herbs and such. So this one is just called Lebanese spices. This one's actually from 5 spices coming together in one lemon. It's actually called, oh, I forgot the name now, guys. It's called not Baharat. No. Oh, the name will come to me now. Oh, I can't get it off the top of my head. Very distinct flavour profile. Maybe, yeah. You could maybe. More of a smell. This is more of a retro than I'll say you get through draw. I can't actually remember what the spice is called now. It's bugging me. It's really bugging me. I'd say you could get that again if you use it, or you know of its flavour profile. You can get that. Zlata. A lot of these spices, they're quite similar and they're used in conjunction with each other when they make it. So za'atar, again, it's not really giving me much, but like if you put this on food, this is great, guys, on white meat. I don't personally eat eggs, not a fan, unless it's menemen, which is a Turkish dish. But if you eat eggs, trust me, you won't go wrong. This is the spice you need. If you don't use anything, maybe a bit of salt, black pepper, put this on there. Put this is imperative. Change your eggs for life. I'm not an egg fan, but menemen, 100% I use that. But if you just have normal like fried egg, whatever, scrambled, za'atar. Dill. Let's see if we can get dill in there. Nah. Very distinct flavour profile. I've never ever come across this. I personally wouldn't say you'd get that. Coriander leaf, and you can get coriander ground coriander. We call that donya. You guys call it ground coriander. Unless you should have brand donya. Nah, donya you wouldn't get that. 100%, you wouldn't get that cigar. This has got a very distinct flavour profile. It smells a lot different to when you put it on like pasta and then if you put in use like tandoori if you eat a lot of Asian food, like I said, always freshly made. This is quite good with like spicy. Put a little herb content in there. I'm giving you all my signature tips here for cooking. It's good for that. You could get it, yeah. You could. Not overly. Could maybe get a hint. And this is Italian herb seasoning. Now this type of herb, I don't have the list of what's on here. It says coriander leaf, but it's not coriander leaf. It's actually Italian herb seasoning. And some cigars, I'd say, so especially with cohibas. I've only had about 3 now. It's giving me a kind of piney note. With that pine cone, it's giving me that kind of herbal flavour taste. And this Italian herb season actually reminds me of it. It actually reminds me of it. Italian herb season is like a mixture of things. I think it's got coriander. I think this one's got oregano. This one it's different to this. Herbs de Provence. They're not the same thing. It looks similar. They're not the same thing. There's a couple distinctiveness. I mean, in here, in Herbs de Provence, it goes thyme, marjoram, rosemary, oregano, savory, basil, and tarragon. Now, there's a couple flavors in there you do not get in Italian herb season, and that's why it's a complete different taste and smell. I wouldn't necessarily say you get this, but that smell, you might get a touch in a herbal way. Yeah, could get it. You could get it with the Italian herb season. What did we say? The thyme is very strong in that. Really, we're gonna have thyme here. It's just gonna give me a full whack, so I will know. Nah. This is so prevalent and strong. It's got such a really unique flavour profile. Great with roast, slow cooking. If you're a meat lover, lamb, beef. I don't eat pork. I wouldn't know if it's going to be pork. I don't eat it. But any of those slow meats, definitely roast, or even with poultry. I'm not even a big fan of poultry, to be honest, but even with poultry, like things like pheasant and duck, those type of animals from the poultry section. Thyme is fantastic to put in there. Put a couple of sprigs of thyme in there. Work wonders. Now this is not something that people really know about, especially the Western world. It's bay leaves, and this is usually used in curry. So we use this in curry, we put this in, help bring flavours out. I haven't really got a, now this is not really giving any flavour, but this enhances itself in the heat and the contents that is in the pot. This really enhances the flavour of the bay leaf. It really helps to bring out those juice flavours that you get when you season your meat. If you have curry, you need to put this in with cassia bark, it's a cinnamon. I don't have it on me, but I didn't bring. It literally just looks like a tree bark, but it's how you get cinnamon. And these guys are, without doubt, yeah, bay leaf I wouldn't say is in there, so cut bay leaf out, you won't get that. But those, for the majority, are the flavours you are going to get prevalent in your cigars. You're not going to get these suntan lotion, mashed potato, I still can't believe someone said that, sweet pineapple grapefruit.